my friends, I'm Colonel Failure, and this is Train Fever. You're joining me following the Dronfield to Dinnington. Dinnington? Is it Dinningford? Dinningwell. Dinning... something. Yes, we're following this train carrying 44 passengers on its merry way up and down this this rather bland and empty kind of... I guess it's built around the glorious Midwest of the US. So you know, for those who have been tuning in for a while, we are playing on the kind of the US map with British towns and cities, and European, you know, very heavily mainland European trains. So there we go, a bit of a mishmash of the train services of the West. For the last couple of episodes, we've been focusing on Dukinfield, and don't worry, we'll be back there again in a moment. I haven't moved on very much since the last episode, but I came to tune in to this chap because this is the oldest train in service, topping out at 100 kilometers an hour. I'm about to replace it with something modern and new and stylish and swanky, but I thought we'd just follow it as it made its way on its, well, one of its last few voyages. Who are you waiting for? I haven't been to Dronfield in a while. So Dronfield's kind of our original hub town, and the 8-track beast that we're running in Dukinfield has kind of put it to shame a little bit. You know, we're being significantly more aggressive with new hub towns. So, which means that I'll have to revisit Dronfield at some point and to buck its ideas up and get with the program and all of that kind of, you know, geeing people along kind of behaviour. I had hoped it would arrive by now, because then I could move on to stuff it. I'll get the upgrade in place now. Where are we? Dronfield to Dinning thing. Vehicle replacement. Yes, we'll replace the vehicle. Hold on, pause. I don't want to replace it for this big beast here. Right, we don't want any of that. No. Today we are all about the Mirage. Only has a 64 passenger capacity. Only has a top speed of 125. Okay, hold on. Maybe I'm thinking this through. What else have you got for me? 6.6 can top out 140, 200. That's a bit more exciting, isn't it? Introduced in 1965. And maybe I wait for something a bit better. I mean, this diesel has been kind of our mainstay. This F series, and even that's only 130. Maybe we keep it simple and we'll just, we'll use this multi-unit over here, I think. There we go. Add one of those. Now, someone tell me, can I daisy chain these? So if I were to plumb two of these in at the same time, I mean, I could just try it, I suppose. But why do that when I can, you know, engage with you fine people and see if you can give me some pointers? You know, can I stick two Mirages back to back and they'll be perfectly happy with life? That's the question. Anyway, right, back with the show. Let's continue your voyage of discovery out towards Dinning something, and when you get there, you'll be replaced with a shiny new electric unit. Any minute now. I'm not going to press the fast forward, but look at this. They're still on dirt track out here. I haven't been out here for ages. I've been too heavily focused on the white elephant that is the Dukinfield 8-track. Okay, who are you waiting for now? Why are you waiting? Are you going to throw yourself majestically into... In fact, where are you going? You're going to Letchworth. All right. Well, actually, while I'm about it, I might give you similar advice here. Vehicle replacement. No. We'll put you on the same thing. On the same low carb, high energy. There we go. 25%. No. That's just... There we are. Right. That's you going. Are we going to watch it coming in or what? There we are. Okie doke. Right. So this station, from the looks of it, is is being underserved. Although, what's going on over there? Why are you waiting? You shouldn't have to wait. Dromfield to Boreham Wood. There you go. And presto change-o. Like that. Go on. Do it. There we are. Oh, it's still running my apocalypse skin. Oh, that's you know, that's quite good. I need to finish that off. Sort some of the seams out on it. Let's give it a quick watch as we go. See, look, it's got the failure rail logo down the side of it, and yeah, I even fixed it where it was doing it the wrong way around. So, it's quite a fetching skin, even though I say so myself, and even though I need to fix that seam right there. I would be happier with it if that would. Oh, look at that! That's pretty cool. I mean, I've cheated quite quite severely. So the grills over the window, they're not actually modelled. That's just part of the texture, but I've done it in such a way that the shadows make it look like they're actually there. So from a distance, you know, nobody's any the wiser. But close up, you can see that effectively those grills are just painted on. But you know what? I'm comfortable with that. And if you're comfortable with that, we're all comfortable with everything. So there we go. I'm going to leave that running. Splendid post-apocalyptic beast that it is. Right, onwards. Where are we going next? Right, back to Dukinfield. Yeah, because we can never leave Dukinfield. Dukinfield is life. Now, we introduced the TFV to Dukinfield last time round, and actually we did it on the Earthlingborough track and on the new one that we set up going to Newton. So Newton's just round the corner. I mean, literally, just round a corner. And so far, these chaps have not been delivering when it comes to passengers. 7? Come on, people. Ooh, I wonder, am I still running... This is something else I noticed when I was fixing the truck scenario, is that I was running some services by bus. Dukinfield to Newton. There you go. See? Look. They're all going by bus. Right. I'm going to tell all of those to go to the depot and give it up, and then I'm going to kill the line. Right. That's that. If you want to go from Dukinfield to Newton, your choice is train. Any questions? That'll sort them out. That'll teach them a thing or two about market forces. That might have been a bad thing to do. You know, it's going to be... It's one of my flaming catchphrases for this series. It's going to be a while before these guys pay off. So last year they cost me 3 million quid, best part of, to actually run. Yeah, that's what we in the trade like to call unsustainable. But I'm hoping that we'll turn it around. In fact, all of my train services are running a loss at the moment. Magic. Apart from Red Hill to Seaford that are running these tiny little things. Am I seriously being kept afloat by my good stuff alone? And even that's... So a lot of my goods are building back up again because of the catastrophic mistakes that I made previously. All right, how much you carrying now, friend? 14. Well, I guess we doubled the passenger count there. Anyway, today we're going to expand the 8-track further out to Nailsworth, which currently does not have any rail services at all. Which means it is a golden land of opportunity. And in this case, the golden land of opportunity, I've had a kind of a pre-survey go on, and I'm going to do it out here. It's an area that is as yet undeveloped, and by putting it running along there, it opens up a Red Hill route, and it opens up a workshop red car, you know, where we could possibly even work a circuit around here. I think a slightly more aggressive station than that is in order. What do you think? 2? 2's good. Give it max length, do it at 2, run it out here so we've got room for a corner. Everybody's happy. Okay, let's upgrade this sucker. While we're here, you've got, yep, you're all set. All right, smashing. So, where did the line get to? Am I even facing the right way? It's coming over there. Okay, We're going to need a little kink in the system here to get this working. But if there's anything that I can get working, it's a kinky system. Okay. Yeah, I can go for that. And then we'll just pull this round while hopefully not bleeding off every last iota of speed. And it actually makes a change to go directly over the road rather than working something. No, you're going to swan neck this. Look at it. Oh no, you managed to just about pull it off. And when you have to drop to 90 to get through there. I'm comfortable. I'll take it. You're always comfortable if it's easy, man. You know, making out like that's some kind of, amazing piece of judgment and skill that you've just demonstrated there. No, you've just taken it because it was already partially set up and you've connected it to the wrong side of the station. Business as very much usual. Okay, run it round onto there. There you go, it's even faster. Look, 95. Everybody's happy with 95. Fling this one around here. And much like the double TFVs we ran out to Newton last time, this is again going to be a 2 trains in service scenario. Although I think we'll run the Mirage. Bloody hell! I've caned some money there. While I've been speaking to you, we've dropped the best part of 8 million quid. That makes me uneasy. That leads me to think that maybe I've not fixed all of my my money problems. Anyway, we'll figure that out in a moment as we run our inaugural service up here. Meanwhile, let's just get some signaling on the go. Oh, hello, what's new? Train 1 should be replaced. I don't doubt it. I have no idea what train 1 is, but it's almost certain it should be. What are you doing? I know, that's right. Don't fight the system, man. It's working in your favour. One there, one here. And then, if I'm right, this actually should be relatively painless to get set up. So we're coming in on the right because things like to travel on the right, and then we're going to bosh it into this platform here. Then coming back out, we split onto the left, and everything's copacetic. Everything's peachy. I think it's just going to work. That's me. Right. Let's set up a route. See how quickly we build things these days? Utter professionalism, that's what that is. Right, let's go for Dukenfield, obviously. Out to... That's miles away. This would be a better line to put the TFVs on. To Nailsworth. It's much further than Newton. Alright, let's check the route it's taking. This looks like it is following the plan. Alright. You're going to like this, or are you? Is my train going to like it? That's more important. Ah, nuts. Hold on. I just need one bit of track. Over here, maybe. Something like that. That might do the trick. And then one more. I know you're scratching your head. Some of those of you who know me will have already figured out what it is that I'm planning here. Right, and you're going to go Dukenfield. Have we set it up? Yes, line 1. I just haven't named it correctly. Right, second you get in, pal, you are you're on the way to a grand new adventure. So basically, these TFVs that I questioned last time round whether I was ever going to make a profit off them, given the distance that they're travelling from Dukenfield to Newton. So I'm going to take them off and send them to Nailsworth instead. That should give them room enough to stretch their legs and hopefully make me a shed load of cash. There you go, he's off. I shall do the same for his power when he comes in. Meanwhile, we'll change the name of line 1. What am I thinking? Dukenfield, Nails. Dukenfield, Nailsworth. There we go. Right, okay, so, again, that's going to put a bit of a dampener on the early prospects. Actually, let's make sure that's not screwed the line up, which, of course, it has. No, we don't want to do that. I want you to fling yourself out here. We have. From the green, go via that, please. Add station. There. That's it. And then why are you coming back the opposite side? I've given you every opportunity to... surely I've given you every opportunity to do this correctly. Because it's important. Basically, if these TFVs can't pay for themselves, they're going to put such a dent in the rest of the money that I'm making that I've got no hope of recouping. So you're going to come out... Here we go. Let's... brace to reassign here. Dukinfield, Nailsworth. There we are. So coming, plenty of people coming to the station. I need to look again at the interior passenger services. I mentioned that last time. At Dukinfield to make sure that we are really rattling at the maximum people possible to the station, so that we can, take them for every penny. Right, you're on Nailsworth, mate. Those 29 people, I just evaporated them. Right, okay. Now I need to go up here. Nailsworth. We do have steady on. Bit of a frame rate jitter. Right, bring it up. Nailsworth. There we are. Alright, so going in that side is fine, and then after you come out of Nailsworth, add station, this one. Yeah, there you're getting it. Although, maybe I left that a little late. In fact, while he's on his maiden voyage, no, stop. Yeah, rip it around, go. Because you're just going to cause drama for everyone if you continue on that route. Oh, don't save it. You're being blocked by the other one. Look, it's not going to work. Where is the other one? Because there's basically, despite the fact that this one is flaming miles away. Turn around. Go on. Head off back to the station. And then we'll try this again. This is your fault. Yeah, you. I might even have to put a temporary signal in order to get you to the right place. In fact, I'm definitely going to have to do that. Let's go as far as there. Right? You should be able to make it as far as the signal without complaining. Train drivers, honestly, they have no sense. I mean, yes, admittedly, I did change where he was going halfway through the proceedings there, but... Right, you passed the junction, right. Why am I holding up points still? I don't even know to place anymore. Right, spin it around, off you go. Go to the station. Right, let's just make sure that the addition of that signal has not, screwed things up. And then let's get rid of this signal because it really shouldn't exist in the first place because it's on the wrong side of the track. Okay, right, we're in business. Right, excellent. Good. Right. Where's your comrade? Has he made it back? He has indeed. Well, that's not so bad. All right, and then hopefully on the way back out, it will be able to figure its way onto the bit of track that we actually want. Now we're down to 8 million quid in the bank. This is starting to become a little worrying. And the best thing to do when things get worrying is go shopping. Set line, Dukinfield Newton. There we go. Which is, especially helpful given that I've cancelled all passenger bus services in a fit of something or other. Let's get this rolling. We have to have productivity from you, Mr. TFV. It is vital, I tell you, that you make me all the money. Okay, splendid. Right, that's That's more. Flip that down at 3 million. All right, we've got urgent problems going on here now. So the last profitable year was when I made 32 million, and I've not made 32 million since. Now the expenses, we can overlook the expenses to a certain amount, because when you're spending 5 million, 3 million, so forth on a train, you can go, okay, well, that was a capital investment there in what will be a glorious future. But when you shave 2 million quid off the profits of your railroads, that there is what we in the profession refer to as a problem. Interesting. Anyway, right, so the Newton service is at least running now. That's something. And let's bring up all lines while we're waiting for some action. Okay, Dinnington Oil is making money. Congratulations, you aging beast. Dronfield Dinnington is making money. That's a surprise. Dukenfield Lumber is making money. Good. Red Hill Seaford, I'm not even going to look at it, right? Because it's making me all the cash in the world, and therefore I should just leave it alone to get on with it. To do anything else would be foolish on my part. Banbury Newton, we're losing 300 grand on there. I think that's going to be next on the replacement schedule. But I'm very hopeful. That we can. Let's not upgrade that again. Very hopeful that we can get the rest of the situation up to profitability, and soonish. And the key is going to be, when I reach the end of this calendar year, whether we. Oh, hello. He's arrived at Newton. Right. If you want to run another train on there, now is the time to do so. You buy. Error, not enough money. Oh, flipping heck. Evidently something has automatically upgraded. Must have done. New vehicles, 5.4 million. Maybe I bought something else just then and there. Well, it's just tipped past the end of the month. All right, so maybe one train will do it. I mean, what's the count there? Duke, Enfield, Newton, 3 minutes with one train. I'm not sure that's an accurate calculation. Let's up the tempo. Normally I'd be wrapping up at around this point, but I know that you want to see, as much as I do, whether I have doomed myself once more. Right, Newton. Still says it's 3 minutes. Okay. But there we go. Look, there we go. All of these tracks are now occupied. Except, am I missing another passenger service? No, I'm not. No, he's coming in on green. So as hoped, we have at the very least, managed to get all platforms in use, except 5. We haven't got anything that stops at 5. 4 is only used for passing services. So there's opportunity there to do things a little better. All right, how did we end up last year? 31.1 million. Okay, profits up. Maybe I'm still able to turn this around, and I think Newton is going to help. Newton will make money relatively quickly. It's Nailsworth. Nailsworth is the one that I really need to pay off. Road vehicle 18 should be replaced. I'm sure it should. What are you packing there, Nailsworth? 4. 3? No good that is. Are we running a bus service out to Nailsworth? Nailsworth, Dukenfield, Nailsworth on the road. Dukenfield. Doesn't look like it. We are, however, on Dukenfield Earthling Borough, which is probably killing the profits of the train service there. All of you, go and be sold. Kill the route. Okay, because obviously we don't want competition from the road now. And we've only got one bus running the internal service, and it's not even making a profit. I fail to see how it can't make a profit when there are so many trains departing for glamorous places around the map. I will have to have a look at that. I think that's probably where we'll start out next time. Look at all of this madness going on. It's just wall-to-wall trains. That's what I advertised. That's what you've got. It's like, you know, Train Fest 2015. I need to find a good kind of... How are you doing there, my friend? 8? No, not enough. Why am I overdrawn? I shouldn't be... we see road vehicles. We have bought another 121 grand's worth of road vehicle. I don't know if that's a bus or a truck or what. I'm confident we can turn this round. I'm confident that this is going to be profitable. And you're going to have to tune in next time to find out if that's the case or not. Thank you very much for watching. Should we do something to follow as I depart the scene here? Let's follow the Duke Infield Apocalypse Armageddon special. Armageddon out of here. Thank you. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. Chuck us a like. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. It means that you'll be able to catch up on what happens next, which could well be me reversing by a couple of autosaves. I think actually, if I do need to get out of jail on this one, which let's face it, it's possible, selling the TFV that is, well, one of the TFVs that are currently running the where are they going? Nailsworth. The Nailsworth route is going to be my first port of call, because, you know, those trains are worth a fair chunk of change. 3.4 million? Come off it. Where are we? August? Come on, if I can see the needle here move to like 33 million, then we can hold it together, Millennium Falcon style. I mean, I've added 2.5, I guess, maybe another couple on top of that onto my running costs, which is, you know, unhelpful, but you know, it's not the end of the world. I would say, look, we're so close to being able to pull it back into the green. I'm just going to get through to the end of the year. You've made it this far. I think we'll ride this bull together and see where it gets us. Apologies for the frame rate drops here. I guess it doesn't like that many trains going on at once, which is unusual. Usually we don't have too much trouble with that. But there you go. This is the important bit. Look, here we go. Welcome to spreadsheet action. 25.9. We're coming up on the end of November. I mean, 30 million is a near certainty. Equally, road income. Now, I think the road income is showing the drop in passenger road services, which I cancelled to... look at that. We've dropped to 28.8. Yikes. Well, that's not sustainable, is it, friends? Okay, right. I might have to revisit some hot autosave action and see if we can't turn things around. There are more passengers using the Newton line. We're just going to have to figure that out next time. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. I'll catch up with you very soon. Cheerio.
This